We want to see if the players want to start early because we had it for 11:30. All right, everybody, I apologize for that. The internet crashed here at Griff's. Internet's out for the entire building. We're trying to get the stream back up on a hotspot device. Rhonda Johnson won that match 5-3. Julie Madlener won her match with Rebecca Hendricks 7-1, and Jennifer Staggs won her match 4-1 against Debbie Nadow. So we're going to get another match coming up shortly. We'll be back in just a moment. Looks like Jasmine won the leg, so she's breaking off first. We're going to get going. Jennifer Staggs goes to 4. Jasmine goes to 5. And we're back in action. Appreciate everybody keeping me informed that you can see and hear everything throughout out there. We're running this off of a hotspot. It looks as though we've got the good bits per second and everything on it, so hopefully everything continues to work well for this. I want to thank Rebecca for getting the hotspot and buying a bit pass for it so we can continue the stream. All right, I'll be back in just a moment. Enjoy the match. All right, my apologies. I stepped away to check in with the bartender, seeing where we were with things with the power and the internet here, because about 2/3 of the power in the building are out. Somehow we have lights and we can still play pool. But Jennifer Staggs is up 2-0. She goes to 4. Jasmine goes to 5. Bruce, yes, Savannah and Rhonda are going to be playing the hot seat match. That will be next on here. We have some estimated times on the bracket, but we are probably moving a little bit ahead of that at the moment. These matches were scheduled to start at 11:30, so we'll be up on here as soon as the players are ready for it after this match. These are the 2 5th, 6th place matches. We have Jennifer Staggs and Jasmine Buse playing here, and on table 3 next to it, we have Julie Madlener and Tanya Weigel. Julie goes to 6. Tanya goes to 4 in that match. Patrick Smith, the hot seat match is not an even race. We just hadn't had a chance to adjust the race on it. So if you look at it now as it is corrected, it's an 8-4 race. It's 40 points per game spotted. So all right, Jasmine's on the 8 ball, but she's on the wrong side of the line to the side pocket. It's a hard ball to hit hard enough on that to get around the table, because you have to hit that ball so full still. She plays the defensive shot, leaving a side rail without the line for the bank cross side because of the double kiss. So there's a steep cut down the rail, there's a cross corner bank, or there's the safety play of putting the 9 ball on the bottom rail and the cue ball 2 rails up top to the top rail. None of them are particularly easy. All right, Jasmine's going to have a look at this 9 ball to get on the board. right, Jasmine gets on the board down 2-1, giving up 5-4 in the race. All right, I'll be back in just a moment. All right, Julie Madliner just won rack on table 3 to go up 2-1, or sorry, 2-0 on Tanya Wagle. Julie goes to 6, Tanya goes to 4. tied up at 2 apiece. Jennifer's breaking, and the cue ball draws back to the corner pocket for a scratch. So Jasmine's going to come to the table with ball in hand. For the time being, I can turn the mic up because there is no music playing in here. There's no internet, and power is out to at least half the building. So we're trying to do the best we can to still bring you a stream. Thank you to my wonderful wife, Rebecca. We're on her hotspot. She bought a data pack so that we wouldn't run out of juice and run out of gigs while we're running it. We'll see how long it lasts. We can do that, but we'll try to keep bringing you this tournament to enjoy. Appreciate all of you watching the stream. right, sorry about that. I had to step away to get the partition rope so that we can limit the amount of traffic that walks by the tables. All right, Rebecca is keeping the scores updated on the bracket so you can follow along. Julie Madliner is tied 2-2 with Tanya Wagle. Tanya goes to 4, Julie goes to 6. All right, Jennifer's back at the table with the 6 ball. It's not easy to get on the 8 ball here, so she runs into it. That was a beautiful shot. Played that with an aggressive follow stroke, and either you're going to run into the ball, or if you miss it, you're going to have a shot back at the same pocket you just shot the 6 ball in. So very good play by Jennifer. Oh, sometimes the harder shots in pool are the ones that are straight. Because you're trying to steer something, you're trying to get that angle or just off straight. That's a tough one. Because this is the game for the battle for the hill. The winner of this is on the hill. And Jasmine's just off the rail, shooting this 9 fairly straight in. Pockets it, so she's up 4-2. So she's on the hill. Jennifer needs 2. She rolled a hair forward. I don't know if she's corner hooked. Okay. Just not. Ball just kind of sagged into the jaws of the side pocket where it got close. All right, Julie Madliner won a game to take a 3-2 lead. All right, Jasmine gets a little close to the 5 ball here. All right, looks like she's playing safe on this to put the cue ball on the end rail. The 5 doesn't have a pocket, but you've got full look at it, so she can play the distance safe of putting the 5 on the top end rail and try and bring the cue ball back down table. Best trick is to try and avoid contacting the 8 ball if you can. Oh, she went the other way, trying to put the cue ball on the end rail. Interesting strategy. I like that. It's if a cue ball travels just a hair further, she's hooked behind that 8 ball. I've turned my mic up a bit because the music is off along with the internet here at Griff's, so hopefully everybody can hear me a little bit better and clearer. If the music comes back on, I will have to drop it back down. All right, Jasmine overcuts that 5 balls. So she's going to have a play on the 5 in the corner for Jennifer Staggs, and I can't tell from here. It looks like that 7 goes by the 9. She wants his cue ball to travel. Comes up a little short. This is the game for Jennifer because it keeps her alive and makes it hill if she can win this game. It's a tough shot because it's hard to hit this thin and soft enough to hold it down here for the 9 ball. Yeah. Can't see where it ended up. All right, so Jasmine definitely has a look at this. Watch out, side pocket. Ooh. Living on the edge there by Jasmine. All right, Jasmine wins that match 5-2. All right, we will have another match up for you in just a little bit. It'll be the hot seat match between Rhonda Johnson and Savannah Easton. Be back in just a little while. You can follow the scores on the bracket to see how the match is going with Julie and Tanya. Julie's up 3-2 at the moment. We're keeping the scores there, so be back in just a bit. Tanya Waggle just won a game to get to the hill. The score's tied 3-3, but Julie needs to get to 6, so Julie needs 3 more games in that match. So Tanya's on the hill. Julie needs 3. I don't really want to move the camera because it's not easy to do up there. We'll just finish it up. All right, we'll try to keep you updated with the score on that match. We'll have the hot seat match up next between Savannah and Rhonda. You can follow the scoring on the bracket as we are keeping the brackets online updated as well. right, we're going to get started a little bit early with the scheduled hot seat match. It's going to be Savannah Easton and Rhonda Johnson. It's going to be an 8-4 race. Savannah goes to 8, Rhonda goes to 4. All right, they're getting ready to kick off. Savannah won the toss, or the leg, so she's going to be breaking first. We will get the quarterfinal match between Tanya Waddle and Tanya Wagle and Jasmine Buse started in just a little bit. All right, Rhonda's at the table looking at the one ball in the top right corner. All right, Rhonda's. It's hard to see if she can see any part of the 3 ball. Looks like she's kicking off the end rail. Good hit. See where that 3 ends up. It's going to slide right in. Oh, did not go behind that 8 ball. So looks like she has a look at it in the side pocket. All right, Savannah takes advantage of that and takes rack 1. All right, it'll be Rhonda's break. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. This is as loud as the mic goes. So if you can't hear me, I apologize, but it's the best we can do here. So we've got the tournament streaming for you. Enjoy the match. Thank you, guys. All right, Savannah's coming to the table with a good look at the 1 ball in the corner, but the 2 ball is in a tricky spot. It looks like she's playing to have the cue ball come down and run into the 7 ball. Spun out a little bit much, so maybe she was trying to break that 2 ball out. And that cue ball just got tricky right in between that 6 and the 9. Wow, what a roll that was. Looks like we're... All right, I've got to step aside. I'll be back in just a moment. Sorry, I just had to step aside and take care of Pang Julie Madliner, who had a great tournament, finishing in 5th place. All right. Savannah plays safe on the 6 ball, tries to get behind the 9 ball, but looks like she left Rhonda the bottom edge, the bottom part of the 6 ball, if not half the 6 ball. So Rhonda does have a safety play to return that. I'm going to play it off with some spin to come down to the bottom rail. she plays the higher percentage shot to get the save, but she's going to leave a kick shot with a makeable kick shot for Savannah with the 6 in front of the side pocket. So Savannah makes it, hits it a little thinner than she wanted, so she's going to have a steeper cut on the 7 ball here. Yeah, smart play. Smart play. One thing when you're spotting most of the field a good number of games, you don't want to play risky pool. And Savannah, her safety game is really second to none, and that I mean that at any level. Rhonda's going for the gap between the 9 and the 8, but unfortunately double kissed the 7 ball, so wasn't able to slide off of it like she was hoping. Looks like Savannah's playing to draw the 7 ball out. No, just done it right there. Okay. Play it up table. Keep it simple. All right, it's a good opportunity for Rhonda to get on the board here. All right, she's an aggressive stroke, but using that top English, it kind of kills off the rail, and her speed's perfect coming down for the 9 ball. All right, Rhonda gets on the board, ties it up at 1 apiece. I see in table 3 the quarterfinal match between Jasmine and Tanya. That is a 5-4 race where Tanya goes to 4, Jasmine goes to 5. Jasmine just made the 8 ball and is on the 9 ball in the first rack over there. You can follow the bracket for updates on that score too. Rebecca is keeping both scores manually as we've lost internet at Griff's. All right, Savannah did not want to run into that 3 ball. It clutters it up with a 7. Can't tell how much of the 2 she has. It looks like she has a whole ball to go at here. Nope, she plays the safe, coming back up. Good play, nice shot. She may have a window between the 5 and the 9 to get at least to the end rail to spin into that ball. Right now she's kicking at the right side rail. 2 rail kick. Good hit. Is going to leave a shot on the 2 for Savannah. Doesn't have a lot with the 3 ball, so I would expect her to play shape for a defense. Oh, well, she was playing shape for the breakout, trying to hit that. She's going to play the combo, it looks like. She's looking at this rather aggressively. I kind of thought she might play to lay the cue ball behind the 7 ball. Try to play that last shot to get the cue ball on the right rail below the side pocket. When you shoot combos like that, maybe that is the best save. All right, she's coming around, Getting shape for the 5-9 combo in the bottom left corner. All right, Savannah takes a 2-1 lead. All right, Rhonda's breaking off in rack 4. Well, in between racks, I want to give a huge thank you to Griff's Billiards, not only for being the host, a great host for a lot of mob events and the lipstick and lashes, but also contributing $500 of the total $2,000 added money that we had for this tournament. With all our wonderful sponsors, the $1,500 added that was guaranteed turned into $2,000 added. The payouts for this tournament, we pay the top 8. We have all the payouts posted on our private mob private Facebook group. But 7th, 8th got $200. 5th, 6th got $280 each. 4th place got $450. 3rd place gets $700. 2nd place gets $1,090, and 1st place gets $1,600 on a $100 entry. $20 side pot paid 4 places, $180 for 1st, $120 for 2nd, $80 for 3rd, and $40 for 4th. $40 side pot also paid 4 places, $320 for 1st, $240 for 2nd, $160 for 3rd, and $80 for 4th. There are 9 ladies in the $30 winner take all side pots, which pays $270. So if you win and you're in all side pots, you're taking home $2,370, not counting the online player auction. Bruce G asked, what is a side pot? Well, side pots are essentially a tournament within a tournament. It allows players to put a little bit more money on the line for a chance to win more money out of the tournament, and it pays out to the highest finishers of the people that get into that side pot. So it's also kind of, some people refer to it as a last longer pot. But let's say you finish 3rd place in a tournament and 1st and 2nd place were not in the side pots, you would get 1st place money in that side pot. So you can just pay $100 to play in this tournament, or you can pay $190 to play in the tournament, or anywhere in between, picking and choosing which side pots you want to be in. All right, Savannah made the 4 ball on the break, has a look at the 1 ball with a cut to the top left corner. 7 ball makes shape on the 2 a little tricky, so does she want to come down straight between the 5 and the 7 to come down further, or does she want to try and hold it up to get on the side rail? I think she's going to come down straight and hit it further. Yeah, perfect shot. Ooh, did not want to hit the 7 though. Yeah, that's good. It was a good line on that, just didn't want to hit the 7 ball. Nice recovery, good safety play there. I think the 6 ball looks to be blocking the natural angle for the 1 rail kick on the 2. Rhonda may be able to get to this with a 2 rail kick coming back off the side rail. I don't know if she might be able to see the way she's lining up. She might be able to see. No, she can't. She's got to kick 2 rails. If that's the case, she needs to hit it firm. Yep, she does. Nice hit. Nice shot. Watch outside pocket. Okay, she makes a good hit. Leaves Savannah a shot on the 2 ball. Good stroke from Savannah. Leaves herself the angle to come back for the 5 ball. Alright, I think she has the angle to follow this forward if she wants to come down, or if not, she can just drop back. No, she's looking to drop back just a little bit. It's hard for me to tell. It looked like she was a little under the angle, so drawing it I thought might go close to that side pocket. Now she's following it, so going to come up. Oh, hitting this with inside, spinning it around. Wants to clear the 9. Looks like she hit it good speed. Oh, nice shot. Bounces off the rail, so she has a full cue ball to her control here and just puts a nice stroke on this 9 ball to take a 4-1 lead. All right. Savannah's off and running as the road runner is. All right. And the quarterfinal match between Tanya Weigel and Jasmine Buse. Its score is 1-1. I'm watching Tanya lining up a tough shot on an 8 ball. Fires in the bank. Leaves herself almost a spot shot on the 9 ball. See how she handles this. And she makes the 9 ball cleanly, so she's up 2-1, and she goes to 2. Jasmine goes to 5. Or sorry, she goes to 4. Jasmine goes to 5. Sorry about that. That was a great break by Rhonda. Makes a 3 in the side pocket as a play on the 1 ball. All right, an overcut by Rhonda leaves Savannah. Side rail, I would be surprised if we don't see a defensive shot here. That is a big 5 ball. Great hit there by Rhonda. She's going to end up leaving a shot for Savannah, which can always be dangerous, but you'd always rather make sure it's not a ball in hand shot. All right, I've got to turn my mic down just a little bit because they're getting a little bit of the power back on, and I hear the music in the background. We had power outage to half the building here, and they lost the internet. We've only been able to get the stream back up because we're on Rebecca's Wi-Fi. If you those that don't know Rebecca, she's the boss of Mom. She's the brains behind it. My wonderful wife, Rebecca, also finished 7th place in this tournament. All right, Savannah has a 6 ball sitting on the template rack, chooses to play it instead of having me remove it. Wiggles it in. This gets a little bit to work with here. She doesn't want too much angle to where she has to pop out for it. She should be good here. Makes this in, just rolls it in and have a shot on the 9 ball. All right, makes that 9 ball to take a 5-1 lead in an 8-4 race. It's a race to 3. Over on table 3, I see Tanya Wagle down with 2 balls left on the table with a shot on the ball to get onto the 9 ball. If she makes this and gets out, she will be on the hill against Jasmine Buse. Oh, and she just rattles the ball. Looks to the heavens afterwards. All right, Savannah's breaking off. Makes 2 balls on the break. 2 ball gets in the way, so she does not have a shot on the 1 ball. All right, she's calling a push out here. Look at a bank on the 1 ball, playing a defensive shot. It's going to set up in front of the side pocket, so it looks like Savannah has a play on it. I don't know if she has enough where she can hold this up easily to get on the 2 ball. We'll see how she strokes a ball. She does use the 6 ball a little bit to kill the speed. Goes around 2 rails and around to get back to the center for the 6 ball with an angle to come back across for the 7. That's a great example of the yo-yo drill. Use the same yo-yo drill here to get on the 9, or you just roll it forward to get in the side pocket. And Savannah has this 9 in the side to extend her lead to 6-1. Jasmine did end up winning that game in the quarterfinal match to tie the score at 2 apiece with Tanya. Jasmine needs 3. Tanya needs 2 in that matchup. Ron is going to be breaking off in rack 8 here in the hot seat match. Rhonda with a great breakoff has a play on the 1 ball here. 1 in the 1-5 combo in the side. See how she works this rack, where she plays for. As a play on the 1 all the way down in the left corner. Oh, just a hair of an overcut, but gets the roll hooking her behind the 8 ball. A little bit fortunate that 1 didn't drop, because she would not have liked shooting at that 2 ball. All right, Ron is going to get ball in hand on the 1 ball here. Table's fairly open. Both of these ladies are Vegas locals. Obviously, many people know Savannah with all of her travels and matches she plays across the world. Rhonda plays a ton of pool here locally. She's a bartender at Front Row, which is one of the great pool bars in Las Vegas. Plays a lot in the Southern Nevada 9-ball league. She plays and participates in a lot of tournaments in town. Looks like she rolled a little far here. I think she's a little hooked by the 6 ball on the 3. Or can she see it? We'll see. Oh, she could see more than I thought, but not enough. Savannah uses the 9 ball to hold up The cue ball. It shouldn't cause too big of an issue. I'm assuming she'll try to play shape for the 8 in the side pocket, but the 9 did block the 8 from the corner pocket. Just a nice draw shot here to come down for the 8 in the side. All right. That 9 ball puts Savannah on the hill up 7-1 in an 8-4 race. Over on table 3, I see Jasmine just made a good shot on the side on the 8 ball to get on the 9 ball, and she makes that to take a 3-2 lead. So it's a race to 2 between Jasmine and Tanya Weigel in the quarterfinal match. The winner of that plays the loser of this match between Rhonda and Savannah. All matches from here on out will be on the stream table. And a reminder of the format, this is a true double elimination tournament, so the winner of the winner's side in the hot seat match has to be beaten 2 sets for the winner of the loser's side to win the tournament. Nice two-way shot there by Savannah. Stroke. That was a beautiful stroke. Having to elevate a little bit to dig into the bottom of that ball, still be accurate. She got through that ball so well. It's one of those shots you see shot on TV or on your stream, and it looks a lot easier than it is to shoot. All right, just needs to drift this over for the 8 ball. And Savannah has the 9 in the side here to win the match and advance to the hot seat. All right, good shooting by Savannah. Rhonda is going to move to the 1-loss side and wait for the winner of Jasmine Buse and Tanya Weigel. We'll be back with that semifinal match in just a little bit. You can follow the scores of the quarterfinal match on the online bracket. And then Savannah will play the finals probably in about an hour and a half or so. Stay tuned. Everything's going pretty smooth and pretty quick today. We'll be back in just a bit. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for supporting the players and the stream. In the quarterfinal match, I just saw Tanya make a bank 9 combo to tie the score at 3 apiece, which puts Tanya on the hill. Jasmine needs 2.